Hey! Welcome to Right Along Live. Yes. As you guys notice, I'm not in studio today. I am in the Caribbean. Yes, I'm here. Gotta get my lights situated. On location, they call that. All kind of stuff will happen. All kind of stuff would happen, guys. So as you come in, go ahead and share up the thing. Let me make sure everybody's hearing me fine, loud and clearly. Hey, Oswin, how you doing? Shama Paul, greetings to everyone. And what is it? Anthony Patrick, how you doing? How you doing? Guys, today is Wednesday, and it is Women's Summit. Yeah, Women's Summit. You guys know what Women's Summit is, right? Basically, there are women on the program that comes in and talk about women stuff, like stuff that women like, what women like. But today, I have two of my favorite persons on this earth. Now, one of them, I don't know who it is because it's a complete surprise to me. I don't even know who she is. But the other one, the first one, who's going to come in and conversate about this topic is someone that we had on the program before. She's a favorite here. She's a lovely human being. Contessa, how are you doing, my dear? Are you hearing me? All right, Contessa, I'm not hearing you at all. I'm not hearing you. Contessa, are you hearing me? All right, Contessa, your signal looks weak. I'm not hearing you. Probably you hearing me? Okay, so go back out and come back in. All right, let's try it again. You see lights falling down, all kind of thing. That's what happens when you're on location. Nothing, Contessa? All right, Contessa is going to come back in. Guys, so it's Women's Summit. And women, as I said, is going to be talking about all this thing. We have a topic that we're going to be discussing. Contessa, are you hearing me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm hearing you now as well. How are you doing, Contessa?
I am doing great. I am so happy to be on the show again. I had so much fun
Yes.
last time. And when I looked to see what the topic was going to be, I just giggled on the inside.
I heard.
I know that we're going to have fun. And
Yes.
a few feathers too.
Well, I have a lot of questions, and so too is some of the viewers, and we're going to talk. We're going to discuss a lot of things because I am in my 40s, right? I'm in my 40s, and I've been around women all my life. Sisters, I had a life, a lot of people I've encountered during my life. And for the life of me, Contessa, I cannot understand. I cannot comprehend. I don't know what women want. So it's very appropriate that we have this conversation right here on the program today. Very, very, very appropriate. So I would learn, and so too some of our viewers could learn as well.
All I'm thinking is maybe you're around women who don't know how to express their wants, their needs, and their desires. And we've grown up, most of us as women, we've grown up just to be quiet, to not make noise, to not ruffle any feathers, to do what we're told. Many of us don't know how to express ourselves. And so we give hints, and we hope that you guys can read minds, and you clearly cannot.
No, we can't. We absolutely cannot read minds. So let me ask you the question, and then we're going to join by a surprise guest sometime later down in the program, Contessa.
Yeah.
What is it? Let's put it in perspective here. What is it that a woman want, especially going into a relationship, right? What is it that a woman will look for? What is it that a woman want from the prospective significant other?
I don't know what most women want, but for me, like, I'm a little older than you are, right? So I been around a little bit more than you have. I've probably experienced life just a little bit more.
You never
than
know. You don't know that for a fact now.
I, I'm almost positive.
Okay,
So
all right. Okay, I give you that.
with me, what I want is to feel safe. And most of the men that I come around do not make me feel safe. And I'm not talking about, oh, I think they're dangerous. But what I'm saying is that when I'm around you, I should not be afraid to be my full and complete self.
Mm-hmm. So as long as I make you feel safe, we're good. There's no problems. There's no argument. There is no problem. That's it. Just want to be safe.
I got everything else. I don't need a man to do anything for me, but to be a companion and to give me that good, right? And I can teach you a few things if you don't know how to do that right. You know,
right.
You it with me, so I got to show you how to do it for me.
Right.
But after your money, I'm not after. I got a place to stay, a wonderful business. I just need for you to let me be me. That's it.
So, and I'm asking this question multiple times because I want to understand. So, as long as I could give you that safety and security and give you that opportunity to be you, we don't have a problem. We shouldn't have an argument. It's good, right? That's what you're saying?
That is exactly what I'm saying. For me. I can't speak for anybody else, but I can speak for me. I don't care what you're doing on a Friday night because I don't need you to be my one and only. I just need for you to be here when I want you here. That's it. So
women just need a man when they need a man. Like you don't need a man all the time. You don't need the man to be around all the time. You just need him when you need him.
Oh,
like if there's a dead mouse in the kitchen, you need a man to go pick up that dead mouse. Or if you need to get something on a high level, like on top of the fridge, or to lift something up, that you need a man then. But other times you don't need a man. That's what you're saying, Contessa. I want to be clear. I
don't need a man to kill a dead mouse for me.
Pick up the dead mouse. Like women don't like to do stuff like that.
I don't like to do it, but I know how. Like if you live in another state, I'm not going to leave the dead mouse on the floor and wait for you to get here. Take care of the dead mouse.
Right. I want to be clear because I think after today, we all going to have myself going to have a better perspective as to what it is that women really want. Right. So good. I'm good. I'm providing you with that protection. I'm providing you with that good and all of that good stuff. We don't have a problem. We don't have an argument. We shouldn't have any issues down the road. Correct? That's it.
So, and then, common decency, right? I need you to not lie about what you're doing and where you're going and all of that stuff. I need you to handle your responsibilities as a person. If you say you're going to be somewhere, be somewhere. If you say you're going to do something, do something. That's bare minimum, right? Like, be a decent human being. Let your words mean something. Let your actions mean something. Don't go around kicking babies or talking about old women. Like, be a decent person. But I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but I do.
Because it's vague. It's vague. Like it's a vague statement. Be a decent person.
I have to tell you that you shouldn't be stealing from your job.
Right. Okay.
Right? I shouldn't have to tell you that. I should not have to tell you that if you tell me that we're going to go on a date and you're going to be here at 7:00 to pick me up and it's 10:00 at night and I haven't heard from you, I shouldn't have to tell you that.
Right. Okay.
So be that person who do what they're supposed to do. Be that person who handles their responsibility. I don't need you to handle my business. I need you to handle your own business.
All right, guys, if you just joined us, we urge you to share the program because it's Wednesday. It's Women's Summit, and we have two women who is going to come on and try to explain the question. I guess that question has been asked since the beginning of time. There was this good old book that was written, and they said what men want, and when you look at it, it's one page, and what women want, when you look at it, is bigger than an encyclopedia. It's like a whole Bible, because we just cannot understand. And that has been the conversation that probably ended a lot of relationship, right? So someone sent me this question, and they say we have to bring it up. We have to ask the question. Here's the question. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get the question. The question is it true that some women want more than some men are willing to offer, willing or able to offer? Do you guys just are unrealistic about what you want?
Absolutely. And I think it's because, like, when I was younger, I would look at a man and I would see his potential. I can see what I believe he could become if he put in some effort. But just because I want you to be something, because I create this image who I want you to be, doesn't mean you're going to be it. So I have to be realistic about who it is you're messing with.
Right.
Everybody can't be your prince to come and save you. Plus, dudes shouldn't come to save you anyway. You should be going to save your damn self.
So I'll ask the question again. Isn't sometimes unrealistic, and women want certain things that some men are not able to provide? Like you would want a Jesus Christ. You would want a guy, or is it true? I'm asking the question. I'm not telling you that's what you want. You would want a guy that don't look at another woman, or don't flirt with another woman, or don't. I have a. Hold on. Let me see who's my next guest. Let me see. I don't know who is it? Dana? Oh my God. Oh my. I was set up, ladies and gentlemen. I was set up. My producer set me up. Lynn did not tell me it was Dana, because I would have taken the day off, because Dana is going to come hardcore. This Contessa and Dana against me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine. Dana, how are you doing, my dear?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh my gosh. Lynn, I think I bit my tongue. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let me compose myself back again. Lord of His mercy. Hold on. I didn't know it was Dana, ladies and gentlemen. Dana, tell the people who you are. Introduce yourself to the viewers, please, Dana.
I'm Dana, Queen of Hearts from Indianapolis. Yeah. So I am a YouTuber, and I host swinger parties.
Yes!
When you say, you have to give us some more information. When you say swinger parties, explain a swinger party to us before we get into that.
Swinger parties are where couples who are non-monogamous get together and have parties. Also singles, and they swap partners with each other. Dance, laugh, joke, drink, smoke, regular party. But at the end of the day, there's sex involved with other partners. So,
okay, so swinger parties is where partners come together and have parties and have sex. You play that off like it's not. I got sex and parties and all that. They come together to have sex. Yes.
That's the ideal. Yes, it doesn't always happen that way, but that's the ideal.
Okay. All right. Good. So you would be in a perfect position, although I was set up to answer this question. Today we're talking about this, Dana. Question is, what is it really and truly that women really want? What do women want from their significant other?
Well, I would have to say to be seen, to be heard, to be understood, and to have their feelings validated, and to have great open communication.
Okay.
Love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you women to help me out here. Like, what's the hierarchy? What if the man has 2 and 3, but they don't have 1 and 2? Is that a deal breaker? Or what's the deal breaker? What is the primary thing that women want? That this quality needs to be there.
I think all women are different, and I think all humans are different. So it just depends on your relationship styles, especially when it comes to your attachment styles. If you're fearful, avoidant, or if you're anxious, preoccupied, or if you're secure, you may have different needs from your partners. So for myself, I have a need for trust. I need to be able to trust. So I need respect. I need my needs to be met, and I need to feel safe in the relationship. So I think all different women have all different types of needs, and yeah, if those needs don't get met, then that's when it becomes a problem. So
All right.
it all depends on each individual's needs.
Okay, okay, guys, we're gonna join. We want you guys to join in on the conversation as well. This is Women's Summit, and Dana and Contessa. Let me tell you guys something. You guys ganged up on me. I tell you that should never have happened. I should have known it was Dana. All right. So if you guys want to call in, you could call in right now, 718-701-5720. Then I asked Contessa this earlier. She gave me her explanation. So give me yours. The question is it true that some women want more than a man is willing to offer? Like your wants and needs are somehow unrealistic. It is difficult to meet your needs. Like you might want certain things. Like for instance, I was speaking to a guest a few weeks ago, and she said that the guy has to be able to go 5 rungs per night. And I'm like, you kidding me? 5 rungs of what? It's unrealistic. It's not practical. It's not going to happen.
I think that's when communication comes in.
Uh-huh.
Once someone makes those high demands and expectations, those need to be talked about and understood. Where are they coming from? Why do you feel the need to have 5 rounds per night? Is it because you need to feel that much love? Are you lacking in other areas? So questions need to be asked, and then again, having expectations from your partner can ruin a relationship, because you can have these expectations that you want from your partner, and once they don't meet them, it becomes a problem. But the problem isn't them, the problem is your expectations. So definitely need to have deep conversations about expectations, how to get them met, and why they even exist.
Yeah. So at the beginning, when Contessa, you could jump in as well. When is this conversation being had? At the point where you meet this person and you're dating? Because people don't date no more. We go straight like from 0 to 100 real fast. When is this? What point of the relationship is this conversation should be had? From a woman perspective.
If you're talking about sex and what your expectations are during sex, it should happen before you're having sex. That should not be a conversation that happens after you've already had sex.
Doing. Women like to put you on the spot as well during the process. I'll tell you that.
I think that you are in control of whether or not you're dating or not, and how long this dating process is. I date. I'm non-monogamous, so I date. I'm always dating.
Hold on. Go back. What do you mean you're always non-monogamous?
I'm not going to be in an exclusive relationship with anyone in this part of my life. I've been married twice. Marriage does not work well for me. So for me and what I need, I just date. I find somebody that I like, I date, I let them know this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to be exclusive. Do whatever you want to outside the relationship. When you're with me, you're with me. And that's kind of the way I roll. So I'm always dating. So to say that people don't date anymore, I do. And I do it all the time.
I see. So you're not looking for a commitment. You're not looking for someone to say, well, she's my woman, or you to say, that's my man. You're not looking for that commitment, that attachment. You're just looking to have fun.
I don't need to. Well, you can still be in a long-term, non-committed relationship. I can still be your woman. Just know that I'm not your only, and you're not my only. But you can still call me your woman. I don't mind. I'll be like, hey, boo, yes, I am. But no, because we've had, as we've talked about it, you're not my one and only. And you know this because we've had conversations about this. So you don't have to worry about somebody rolling up on you because they know. And they agreed to my terms when I said, this is what I want out of a relationship with you.
I'll put you on the spot here, Dana. Is this type? Do you see a lot of this relationship, especially with this in the swinger lifestyle, where people are not really they don't have an expectation of relationship. Instead, they just have dating, like a dating life or a non-committed relationship.
Well, yes, in several ways. One being open relationships, where two people decide that they're their primary mates, but they also date outside of that circle.
Right.
Poly relationships, where they can love multiple people and connect with multiple people emotionally. Both partners can do that. Also, in the swingers lifestyle, there's a lot of just partners. They're just partners. They can have multiple partners, but they play together. They hang out together. They do everything except commit to each other. So yes, I do see a lot of that.
Is it easier to get your needs met, Contessa, if you don't have that commitment, because there's no expectation? Your heart would never be broken because you don't have no expectation.
Well, your heart can't be broken. There is an expectation of trust. I expect you not to lie to me. We talked about this, right? Don't hide things from me. Don't lie to me. Do what you're supposed to. And those, I have to end the relationship with you. Yes, my heart can be broken. So,
but you're not in it. You're not in it. You are half in, half out. How could you get your heart broken if the person you're not in a relationship, you're dating?
So let me ask you, if you have a friend and your friend moves away or your friend dies, you guys weren't in a relationship, but you still suffer a loss because that person was in your life and now they're not.
Yeah, but the expectation. Well, my thing is that if you're not expecting the person as your soulmate or someone that you are, thinking of going that next level with, then how could you get your heart broken?
I think I understand. So for you, a relationship needs to be committed. You need to be one and one. You're my one and only for it to be a real relationship. I don't work like that. My way of having a relationship is very much a real relationship for me.
I see. Let's get some of you guys on this conversation right here. It's Women's Summit. And on Wednesdays, we talk to women and we try to understand the age-old question. We ask it every time. What do women want? And what I'm getting here, depending on who you ask that question, there are always different answers. Contessa wants something different than Dana. Dana might want something different than some other woman, right? So I guess we could conclude on that you have to understand the person that you're with. You have to communicate with that person that you're with to see what they like and what they dislike, and then you gauge their expectation and how to shape the relationship. Dana?
Yes, I totally agree. You do have to get to know the person that you're with, and what their needs are and how to meet those, express your needs and how to meet those, and see if you guys can come together in an agreement on what it is that you're actually doing and meeting each other's needs. Yes.
Right. Here is the age-old question again, guys, that I want to find out. Define cheating. Define cheating. And what is cheating? Contessa, what is cheating to you?
Cheating to me is if we are in a non-monogamous relationship, you and I are in a relationship, right?
Right.
And I tell you, it doesn't matter what you're doing as long as everyone knows, right?
Right.
So if you're in a marriage with someone, your wife, whoever it is that you are committed to, know that you're over here with me.
Right.
Okay. So if she doesn't know that you're over here with me, then you're cheating on her.
So cheating is not.
It's withholding the fact that you are sleeping with someone else. You're withholding that information from them. Therefore, they don't have the opportunity to say whether or not that they agree to what's going on. They haven't consented to what it is that you're doing outside the relationship. Therefore, you're cheating.
Okay, that's your definition. Dana, what's cheating? What's your definition? What's cheating?
I actually have three parts to cheating. One is deception, and deception and lying when it comes to dealing with people outside of your relationship. Having an emotional connection with someone, you can emotionally cheat. Some people, they get as close as they can without actually having sex with someone. They go through the emotions, the feelings. They share, time together, quality time. They even say romantic stuff to each other. I find that I do determine to be cheating as well. So yeah, that part, and what she said, if someone's sleeping with someone else, and your partner is not aware of it or does not know about it, and that I do consider cheating as well. So that would be my definition of cheating.
Right. 718-701-5720. We're talking about, this is Women's Summit. On Wednesday, we have the Women's Summit where we talk to women. We try to understand a lot more. And it's good because sometimes we have Men's Summit where we try to understand men, because men are not difficult like women to understand. We want one thing.
Two things, sex and food.
Yeah, well, yes. I forgot the sex. I was thinking food.
Food and
That's what you were saying?
I said sex, food, and a servant.
I don't want a servant. That is what some women think, right? Mm-hmm. I want to get back to that. But I want to go back to the cheating part. So if someone is communicating with someone, say they're communicating on a mobile device and they're sharing content and they're communicating on WhatsApp and all this, social media platforms, but they don't develop a emotional connection, is that considered cheating?
So I'm trying to figure out, why are you communicating with this person, and how are you communicating with them without having some sort of emotional connection? Because you're waking up every single morning and you're texting them good morning. In the middle of your day, you're thinking about them and you're texting them. So there is clearly some sort of emotional connection there. If this is something you're doing all the time on a consistent basis. You're lying.
Well, you could never be cheated on, Contessa, because you're dating. I'm not cheating on you if I'm dating other people too. So you are just out of this question. It's like you can never be cheated on.
That's not true. That is absolutely not true. Because I'm telling you, right? If you're out there, if you're telling me, hey, Contessa, I'm telling you that I'm not sleeping with anyone else, and you're my one and only. I didn't ask you not to sleep with someone else. You are volunteering this information, and then I find out that you're sleeping with 3 or 4 people. You've lied to me. Therefore, you lied to me.
Would that be lying or would that be cheating?
Well, all depends on
I
whether
feel like it would be lying and deception, yes. But
not
if you're
cheating.
not in a committed relationship, I don't see how it's cheating,
if you're telling me you're not sleeping with someone else, then I'm
Uh-huh.
trusting you're not sleeping with
which,
someone. Therefore,
which is a
because
lie as well.
you're cheating and you're lying now.
But
Yeah.
it's expectation. You set your expectation to the point where you don't expect him to do it, but you guys, then again, you guys are not together. You are just dating. So that question shouldn't even come up. It's just like,
Yeah.
you guys just dating. You can control what I choose to do,
Even
what I choose to
even
do.
if they volunteer that information, if we're not in a committed relationship, I would be like, there's no need to tell me that. Like, we're not in a committed relationship. Like, you don't even have to bring that up or talk about it, because if you decide to sleep with someone else and you don't tell me, that would be deception.
Right. And it's funny to me how people will create problems where there
Uh-huh.
should be problems. So this is someone who didn't have to disclose any information whatsoever. You decided to disclose information to me that you didn't need to, and then you decided to cause a problem. All of this could have been avoided if you've just decided, I'm not going to disclose any of this information. People like to cause problems when
Mm-hmm.
things really smooth. And I've run into this many times. It's like, why did you rock the boat when there wasn't a need to?
Mm-hmm.
Some
Here's the
people,
next. Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead, Contessa. Go ahead.
some people are just self-destructive.
They talk too much. They talk too much. But here's it, Contessa and Dana. Is it a lie or is it me trying to protect your feelings? Like for instance, women ask me this question all the time. Look at these jeans. Look at me in these jeans. Do I like look fat in these jeans?
It depends on your relationship with your mate, whether or
No.
not you should answer that question, whether or not you should joke around. It all depends. If you know that she just went to the doctors and she's gained a bunch of weight and the doctor's been on her about her weight, you should be really careful about how you answer that question.
So
Right?
is it a lie? So you're training me to lie to you, but when I tell you the truth, it hurts your feelings. So am I lying to you or I'm just protecting your feelings? Like for instance, if I'm in a compromised position, say I go to a strip club. I go to a strip club and I'm hanging out in the strip club. I'm chilling out by the bar or whatever. And this girl come up and she started to do all kind of stuff with me. And I'm just chilling. And she did a lot of stuff with me, a whole lot of stuff. And I went back home now and a lot of stuff. When I say a lot of stuff, she went dirty, right? And so I went back home now and the wife or the girlfriend might ask me like, yo, how was the strip club? Like, what did you do?
No,
Should
you
I
won't.
tell her?
Right? With me, I don't care. I expect you to. I'm gonna tell you to go have fun, and I might give you $20. Right? So I don't care what you do at the strip club. So it doesn't make any difference to me. You have to know your partner. You have to
Uh-huh.
know the person that you're with on how you're going to answer that question. I would much rather you tell me the truth. Right?
Uh-huh.
If
And hurt your feelings. And hurt your feelings.
how's my feelings going to be hurt? I expected you to go have fun. What
Yeah,
do you
but is
expect?
that in that situation as I explained? Like
You
like
are
you said, does the jeans
delusional.
make me look fat, or
You
the
are
fat make me look
delusional
fat?
if you're going to go to a club. It's going to happen. You're delusional.
Yeah, I want to know because I think men are asking these questions. Is it me lying to you, or is it me trying to protect your feelings?
Sometimes it's both. Sometimes it's both. Some things aren't black and white. Some things aren't always going to be this answer or that answer.
Hence the reason why it's difficult to understand women because we have to be mind readers, we have to be body emotional readers, we have to be psychic. Men have to be like we have to be doctors, gynecologists, not to mention the gynecologists every day. We have to be all these things to women, everything. And we don't get credit, however, for being all these things. We do a lot.
Oh wow. That is a lot, and I can see why it's awesome for you. I wouldn't do it if I was doing all those things at all, because I know as a woman I'm not doing any of that shit.
but we don't get credit for all this stuff.
You shouldn't. You should get you some boundaries.
What do you mean?
You should start telling some of these women, I'm not going to do that.
Listen, I want some men to chime in, guys. I want some men to chime in, because this question is never going to be answered, because we still don't have a clear indication on the primary question. The primary question: what do women want? And is it that the expectation of men is just too high, or you want too much stuff? In fact, before I know what you want, you have to know what you want, so that you could tell me what you want, so I could give you what you want. I don't know if you're hungry. I don't know if you're thirsty. Do you want something? No, I don't want something. You go out and you say, what did you bring me back? You said you didn't want nothing. So what is it? Do you want something or you don't want something? It is difficult. Do we have to read? When you say yes, that you mean no. When you say no, that you mean yes. You understand? It's complicated out here for men. It's difficult.
I could see how that could be very difficult. When we first came on here, one of the things that I said is people do not know how to communicate.
Uh-huh.
I know how to express our wants and our needs and desires. And it sounds like the person that you're describing definitely doesn't know how to express their wants, their needs, and their desires in a way that their partner or partners can understand. If you want something to eat, out and say so. If you want to go here, open up your mouth and say so. But sometimes we're afraid to say anything because we don't want to lose them. We don't want to be a burden. We don't want them to look at us a certain way.
Right.
Oh.
Speak and say what's on your mind. Open your mouth and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we get this all the time. There's a problem in communication. So here is it. A woman would say again that my significant other never make me reach to that pinnacle sexually. They never get to that point sexually. But to the man, he's thinking, every time we did it, it seems to me that you get to that pinnacle. It seems to me that you got there. When come to figure it out, the woman is faking. The woman is faking it in bed. Like So why can't you just explain and say and talk and communicate that this is what makes me feel good, this is what makes me come, this is what makes me feel aroused? What is the problem?
Because we did and you didn't listen?
No, you made signs, like you spoke
exactly what it is I wanted.
Uh-huh.
Don't do it. So then I stopped telling you. And now here we are.
Esther says, Junior, some men do a lot. Most don't do all them things you mentioned. Listen. I think that men, and I ain't gonna say all men. I think people in general, men, they want to be in successful relationship. Not all, but most, right? Some men don't necessarily want to be with 5-6 women at the same time. I'll tell you why. It's stressful. It's costly. It means that you have to remember a lot of things. And you always have to be running all over the place. But you know why? And you could tell me if this convey to anything that you know. You know why men sometimes have many or other women? One, because the main woman or the woman that they're with, I might get in trouble for saying this. I'm already in trouble. The problem is there is a problem that she creates, and you need someone to alleviate that stress and that problem. So the man might say, oh man, I got to go to the strip club today. Or I got to go to the bar today because she is just, I can't with her. So you might have somebody else on the side that would fulfill that part, that need that you want. But men don't necessarily want all these people in their lives. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's like you said, men are doing that because their needs are not getting met. But also at the same time, are they communicating their needs? It's
Yeah.
really important that as a couple that you guys, you have to communicate your needs and understanding each other and learning how to communicate with your partner. And also understanding and being aware of how you communicate yourself, like your style and their style, because you have to get on the same plane. If she's doing something that's irritating you or causing you not to get your needs met, and you don't open your mouth and say, hey, these are my needs, they're not getting met, I don't feel heard, I don't feel seen, I don't feel validated, I don't feel loved. If you don't open your mouth and say those things, you're going to go find it to the next person. You're going to give it to the next person that shows it to you. Whether
Right.
you're in the gym or the grocery store and some woman is telling you how good you look, how great you smell, you know what I mean? That's what you're going to gravitate towards because they're meeting your needs. But you're
Yeah.
not even telling your woman that she's not meeting your needs.
Right. Comes back to communication again. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Let's jump to the phone line. We got a caller on the phone line. Caller, you're live or you're calling for the program?
Hi, good night. How are you doing, Junior?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, good night to your guests as well.
Yes, yes. We have Dana and Contessa. By the way, they set me up. Bringing these women on the program here today. What's your take on this topic?
Well, I don't want to sound too much as a pessimist, but I have to say that such a conversation sounds like an exercise in futility.
Uh-huh.
And my rationale behind this is that we have come to a place in society whereby is that, and I'm speaking from the male perspective,
Uh-huh.
that women keep redefining different things,
Uh-huh.
right? So nothing means what it meant before, right? Even listening to the conversation,
Uh-huh.
you can pick up that even with your two guests, they have different perspectives on different issues, right?
Right.
And I understand whereby it's okay to say that, okay, I am my own person. That's some of the terms women like to use. However, when it comes to a man, they think it's fine to put us in a box. They try is to classify us as whatever they think they want us to classify us. I even see they go as far as to try to define what is a real man, you know?
Yes.
And one of the challenges I have with even listening to some of the rhetoric, with not necessarily in this conversation, but I'm yet to hear somebody define to me what is a real woman. But society has given women this new lease on life to think that they could continue to classify men, right? And they can continue to move the goalposts, right? So let me just give you an example, right? It was okay to, for instance, to have a mate, and if your mate, let's say, is eating too much and puts on weight, you could say, sweetheart, I think you need to hit the gym, right? Or something along those lines, or whatever the case may be. Or just a friend, you can have a female friend that can say, what happened to you? I always know you to be slim, how you putting on all this weight? Now they classify that as body shaming. You can't do that anymore.
Right.
You understand? So now that they have redefined all these things, if you look on social media, it has become a place that you don't even know if this is not a real place. People they start glorifying obesity and just being unhealthy, and it's just a continuous something, and it's the same thing in relationships, right? Nobody seems to ever want to take responsibility anymore.
Right.
They pick their mates, right? They go after the same mates that all the women want or so, and then when they get their hearts broken, then it's the man's fault. Nowhere along the line it seems as though it's like accountability got shown out of the window with these new movements that come along. And I don't want to call it anyone who want to make the conversation about these movements. But it just seems that more and more I listen to what I call the modern woman speak is just like there's no accountability and all their issues and all their problems. Men are their problems. Men is the fault of everything. And it saddens me because some of these ladies grow up young girls and even young men.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
no, go ahead. I would like to hear. I know Contessa have a response. I would like to hear what she have to say, and Dana as well. So go ahead.
Yeah. They grow up these young men, you know, and a lot of these women that sometimes dominate, right? These platforms. A lot of these women are single, right? And I believe in one simple thing: single women keep women single.
Okay.
Right.
All right. A lot to digest here. Very important.
You ever hear old your grandmother used to tell you, misery like company?
Okay. Then we better put you alive. Thank you so much, caller. All right, cool. All right. Who wants to take this one first?
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
Change can be difficult. When you are so used to being in a position of power that women just have to do what you say, when women don't have a voice, when women don't have an opinion, when women can't express yourself, it is very difficult to communicate with women who now have permission, the power, the courage, the know-how to open up their mouths and say, I know that I allowed you to do this to me in the past, but from this point on, I will not allow you to treat me like.
Yeah.
It can be very difficult for someone who is used to being in control to feel like now they're losing control and they don't like it. And so you see a lot, especially older men, especially men my age. I'm 50 years old. You see men my age that are like, oh no, I want a woman who's just going to do what I say. I want a woman who's going to put me first. I want a woman who's going to ignore the things that she wants. I want a woman who's going to make sure that my plate is on the table, even though she's working a full-time job. I want to make sure that whatever it is that she wants, only thing that matters is what I think she wants and I believe that she wants. I want to hold on to these old values, which no one ever asked a woman if those were her values. Those were just values that were given to us and we had to uphold.
Right. All right. Dana, before we get to your point of view, I know you definitely have a point of view. We have another caller on the phone line. Let's bring this caller in right now. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from?
Actually, I have to go. Sorry.
Oh, you have to leave.
Yeah, I'm at work, so I told her I would come on for 30 minutes, and then I had to go.
Thank you, Dana. Dana, closing words before you go, really quick.
Well, to respond to him, yes, times have changed. Social media does play a huge role in how women think, act. Actors, rappers, all these play into the new generation and the generation that we have right now and how they conduct themselves. So I kind of see where he's coming from. But then again, everything in life changes. Everything evolves. So you have to kind of move with the times and keep up. So, yeah, I totally get what he's saying. But I really appreciate you having me on here.
Of course.
And,
always.
You know,
Dana, your family, Dana. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Caller, you live. Go right ahead.
Are you hearing me clearly?
Yeah, I'm hearing you clearly, caller. Go right ahead. Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
I just called in responding to what the caller before said.
Yes.
He had to hear what is a real woman. So I want to tell him, a real woman is a woman who is humble, who would love and appreciate a man for who he is, not comparing him with another man or someone else's husband or comparing him with someone else's boyfriend.
Right.
A real woman is a woman who accepts that we are a man's helper, accepting that when we meet a man, knowing that he's incomplete, and we are willing to make the sacrifice to make him complete.
Mm-hmm.
A real woman is a woman who will stick by a man's side through thick and thin, and making money the last resort to make the relationship work.
Mm-hmm.
A real woman is a woman who would put money last, commitment and sacrifice first with that man. A real woman is a woman who would attach her shoulder with the man's shoulder to show him the strength that he has and help him to realize his true potential. A real woman is a woman who would use her fertilizer to make that man grow. That's my contribution.
Thank you so much, caller, for your contribution. Thank you, caller, for your
You're
contribution.
welcome.
All right. Contessa,
Okay.
a real woman.
I am clearly not a real woman because I am not going to take a man who is insecure. I'm not going to take a build a man. I'm not going to take a man and I just don't understand why I have to sacrifice myself for a man. I went to therapy. I got help. I did the things that I needed to do to be a whole person.
Right.
Men should be able, they have the capability, the capacity to go and do the same thing to become a whole person. I'm not a therapist. I'm not.
No, but Contessa, it's just like a man would get a house or they would get a house, but the woman makes it a home. The woman has that whether it's in her abilities to bring the charm into a situation, right?
I'm doing that.
Right,
So
but at the same time, men are incomplete in a lot of ways. So you're not making a man, you're not building a man, you are building a relationship that you both would benefit from. So I hear this a lot of times. You see a man that has a lot of potential. You see that the man and the relationship could go, you guys could live and flourish and start business and do all that stuff. But women say, nah, I ain't want to be with this guy. You know, I ain't gonna build no man. I'm not a Billy maker or whatever the case might be. But you're not building the man. You are building the relationship. It's gonna benefit you and everybody else involved.
Absolutely not. Just because I'm in a relationship with you doesn't mean I want to build a business with you. Just because I'm in a relationship with you doesn't mean that I want to be your therapist. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be your mental health coach. Doesn't mean that when you lose it and knock a hole in the wall that I'm going to say, oh no, baby, that is okay. I understand why you're mad. No, get you some therapy. Stop beating holes in the wall. I'm not going to do that. And that's fine.
So if you and the man want to buy a house, if you guys want to buy a house, who selects the curtains and the bed sheets?
It all depends on the man. I know a lot of men who are great with color schemes. Let's go pick them out together. See, then now you're talking about gender roles.
No, I'm talking about actually I hear this all the time. Women saying that they're not gonna build a man.
No.
But I don't see that's building a man. You a man, I believe that I mean a man.
I have my own house.
Yeah. Okay.
I have my own
house. So you don't need a man for anything then.
No, I want a man. I don't need a man to take care of me. I want companionship. That's it. You could get
they sell those blow up dolls, or they come blow up and it looks 99% human being. The only thing, they don't talk back at you, they don't cheat.
They don't talk, they don't take me out.
They don't take you out, nothing like that. But you could do everything else with that man. It's same man-sized figure, sleeps on the bed, all that stuff.
I got a drawer full of toys, but that's not the point. I want companionship from a male human being.
Okay, I got you. I see. But I want a man to call in, because I hear this. I hear you. I understand. But I disagree when women say that I'm not going to build a man. I'm not going to build a man. I'm not going to create a man or make him into this, like they say in the Caribbean, fatten sheep for cow for butcher. I'm not going to create the man, because that's not who I am. Let's jump to the phone. We got a call on the line. Caller, where are you calling us from?
Junior, I'm the same person who called before, and I just want to tell your host, I'm very disappointed in her. She's not a real woman. She's describing the character of a single woman. Someone with that character, they're not interested in having a relationship. And we have other women who is looking at the host and listening to your program, and we are looking up to them because we are looking.
What happened?
Of a single woman, and I'm disappointed in much of the things that she's saying. Every man need a pillar to stand up, and God has created us a pillar to make them stand. And if we're not willing to do that, to join our pillars with their pillars, then we're not looking for a man. We're here to make them better people. And we need to stop treating men the way we're treating them. And we know it's a new world, but our agenda and our responsibility hasn't changed. We are here for a purpose, and we are here to fulfill their purpose also. So that's who we are. That's how God created us. We cannot run away from it. By trying to run away from it, we are destroying the world more than we are already, responsible for destroying it. Let us accept who we are and do what we are here and destined to do for our male figure. We cannot run away from it. We are here to stand for them, stand beside them, and support them. And nothing else could make a difference. That's my attribution.
Thank you, caller. Yes, Monty Eddie Greenwich said that you need to get a pet.
I do have one. Would you like to be my pet?
Go ahead, the caller said that because of these things that you're not a real woman. And full disclaimer, you did say that you're dating. So You're not looking for a relationship. You're not looking for a long-term relationship. You're just looking to be dating.
Relationship. She also sounds like a really good Christian woman, which I am not.
Okay. All right. I heard something echo in my background. But listen, guys, I appreciate that we have a woman perspective on this topic. I like to have different perspective. It's very important. And we can't knock you for your perspective, for your opinion. I think everyone is different. Everyone comes to the table with a different perspective. And that's what makes the world turn, right? That's what makes the world a beautiful place. People have their views, and that might be different from other views. And it's important that we respect that. So I respect your views and your position. I don't agree, but necessarily, I love you still. I really, really thank you for taking the opportunity to come and chat with us right here on the right. Closing words, Contessa. Closing words.
Be you. Whatever you are looking for out there, I promise you can find it.
Yeah. Okay. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Anything you want, it's out there. You can find it.
I promise you, it's out there.
Thank you so much, Contessa. I appreciate you. We'll keep in touch. All right. Cool. Yeah. Contessa and Dana. Thank you guys so much for chatting with us. On Wednesday, it's Hump Day. We talk about things that kind of edify us a bit, educate us about the opposite sex, whether it's Men's Summit, where we talk to men who talks about, things that interesting and impactful for men, and also now, as you heard, for women. So it's important that we have this conversation. And thank you guys for sticking around, for sharing, and for listening to this conversation right here. Thanks again so much to my producer extraordinaire who set me up to this. I did not know that the guest. She just kept it a secret. Thank you so much. Who else? Hold on. Getting an echo in my ear. All right. Better. Right. And to all our technical team and our moderators, thank you guys so much. If you want to be a part of our Wednesday programming, Women's Summit, feel free to inbox us. We'd love to have your perspective on these topics right here. We appreciate you so much. And we're going to be in Grenada for the next couple of days. So we're going to bring in various programs on the ground here in Grenada. And after here, I think we're probably going to be in another Caribbean island, and we're going to make it back up to New York City. So it's a whole set of runaround, guys, for the time frame that I'm here in the Caribbean. If you guys haven't yet seen it, I did a video from Barbados. If you haven't seen it yet, go back and check out the page and see the special video excerpt that we did from Barbados. All right. Coming up in May, Friday, May 13th. Don't forget, it's my big birthday party. It's called Midnight Mass. Yeah, Midnight Mass. Where are you? Night Mass. And that's Friday, May 13th in Brooklyn, New York. You guys, come and celebrate my birthday with me now. Come and take a jump up. Free glow sticks, free glow items, and a lot of fun. It's my Midnight Mass, my official birthday party. If you're going to Grenada for Carnival, it's also, you got to be a part of the Celebrity Cruise. Carnival Thursday, Celebrity Cruise, going to be on like a boiled corn, right? Also got to tell you about our Riders Studio. If you're in New York and you want to record, check out Riders Studio, the number one, high tech and all. Riders Studio. Give them a call and book your next recording session. 718-701-5720. That's Riders Studio. Songs so amazing. Last but not least, we got to tell you about Legacy right here in Grenada. Legacy, April 16th. Yeah, Saturday, April 16th is the big concert called Legacy at the Spice Basket. Online tickets on sale now at GoToFet and all these locations. So check it out. It's Legacy right here in Grenada. Peace out, guys. Catch me again tomorrow. Another edition of Ride Along Live. Peace. Good night.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Grenadians, you asked for change, and we are bringing the change. Change is a we thing, but change requires a contribution from all of us. Remember, one cocoa fills the basket. Make a contribution to NDC's grassroots campaign for change today. Click the link below to make your contribution. Thank you.
right along. So it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess we call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Right Along Live, I mean, yeah, it's the real deal.